Hey everybody, it's Rash and welcome to the card of the week for the week of March 18th. We have got spring equinox coming up on Wednesday, a very fertile, fruitful time, and I'm going to get into those words in just a second. But let me warn you, this card of the week, the first thing is that it's not really going to be a card of the week. It'll be a question of the week. The second thing is that I'm going to ramble and tell you something that happened to me as I was pulling the card of the week, which is actually the question of the week, and how I was triggered. And maybe this will help you. So stick around for the ramble. I'll do the ramble now. A couple of days ago, I asked myself and asked the universe, what should I focus on for the spring equinox, and what should I take into the new season, a season of renewal, a season of hope, and bouncy little bunnies and all that stuff. And I got the Empress. If you've been following me, you know that this is not my favorite card. It's not my favorite card for a couple of reasons. And the first thing is that, I don't have children. And I'm 49, and this is something that I have come to terms with. I'm in a wonderful relationship. I love my partner. That's not it. It's just, it's a little bit too late. I'm a little bit too long in a tooth now to even start considering that. So I've come to terms with the fact that I will not have children myself. I have two beautiful, step kids with my partner. But in terms of giving birth myself, that will never happen. And the Empress card being so focused on womanhood, fertility, birthing, being fruitful. Yeah, when I pulled it, it triggered something in me. And so for me to ask the universe, what should I focus on? And then the Empress comes up, I sort of said, thanks, universe. Another thing to add to that is that the Empress is one of our year cards. So I've been actively trying to avoid this card for a while. And I guess the universe said, no, that's not going to happen. You have to deal with it. The reason why I feel uncomfortable with the Empress, as I said, it's because of the, not having children thing. And the other thing, and this is a reason why I moved away from Wicca, for example, and this is like decades back, is because the image of the woman and the image of the woman that is used in that spirituality, in particular types of spirituality, are centered on the maiden, mother, and crone. 3 stages of a woman's life that are just purely focused on what's going on in her uterus. And when I looked at that, and again, this is what the Empress represents to me, when I looked at, the 3, what is it called? I can't remember, threefold goddess, or the 3 facets of the goddess, maiden, mother, and crone, I didn't see myself. And that's because I'm not a maiden, I'm not a mother, and I sure as hell ain't no crone. So I just said, okay, that's not for me. And I spent a lot of time trying to avoid that. And again, this is my thing. And as I always say, your mileage may vary, but I am explaining to you what happened to me with this card and with the question, and I'll get to the point. I am going to keep this card as my spring equinox card to focus on as we go into a new season, and think about, what else am I tending to other than the situation in my uterus, or a situation that's not in my uterus? How am I keeping myself healthy? How am I tending to my soul? What am I doing for myself that my ideas are coming up and they're fruitful and they're being watered and fertilized and cared for? And that's what the Empress means to me, at least at this point. The thing about the card of the week, as I was saying, is that this is not going to be just a normal card of the week. It'll be a question of the week. So your question for the week is, what should I focus on? Maybe ask the universe, or ask whatever you believe in. If you're doing a ritual on Wednesday, make that part of your ritual to ask, what should I focus on? What should I focus on? And then pull the card. If that card is one of your uncomfortable cards, stick with it. Sit with it. Cry over it if you need to. But go ahead and keep that card. Don't do like I used to do with the Empress. When I would pull that card for myself, not with other people, but for myself, I'd kind of, let me try something else because it was really uncomfortable. But spring is a time for renewal. And when you ask the universe a question, be prepared for the answer. So I am going to focus on my relationship with the Empress card and my relationship with what being a woman means to me and being a creative woman means to me as I go towards my 50th year. And what I suggest for you is during this season, do the same thing. Ask the universe what you should focus on, pull a card, and then set an intention with that and see how you do. Okay? All right, so I wish you a very happy and blessed spring equinox, and I will see you next week. Bye.